This video is sponsored by catbeast.com. Design your own snapbacks and hats. Catbeast.com. We are beasts.
Me personally, I came up with Kweli. Like, me and him went to the same elementary school, you know what I'm saying? And that's why when I battle niggas, you hear them bring up Kweli's name. I went to school with him, and his father wound up being my baseball coach at one time. We had separated, hadn't seen each other because he had moved out the neighborhood, and we hadn't seen each other in a long time. I went to a tryout for a baseball team, and his father was the coach, and he was there. So we caught back up with each other, found out he rapped, and I was rapping at that time too. And then, you know, years later, making records, my former record label that I was on with Grae, we were like, at one time, one of the fiercest fucking independent labels out there. It was Raucous and then us in New York City. You know what I'm saying? So
what was it? What was the label?
It was called Making Records. And they had me, they had Grae, they had Bad Seed, they had OBS as a group, they had Grae's group, Natural Resource. And at one time, they were the label that was gonna sign Black Star first. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were in talks with Mos Def and Kweli about them signing to us. It didn't work out, you know what I'm saying? But they, you know, I came up with Mos and all of them, like in that era of Raucous and everybody. Like, Mos used to come over to the house, Kweli used to come over to the house, Bahamadia used to come over to the house. Like, we had what we called the mini mansion. You know what I'm saying? It was this big crib in Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying, on Clinton and Clinton Hills. So, you know, everybody used to come to our crib because we had the 3 floors, we had the studio at the top, you know what I'm saying? It was mad room. Niggas was in there cooking, smoking, playing games, playing PlayStation and all that, Tekken and shit like that. You know, shouts out to all those heads that used to come through back in the day. I got mad stories about that. We could go on forever with that shit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we came up with some of the greatest, and then even just in you know, in rapping in these events, like, you know what I'm saying, like Nonfiction, Ill Bill, you know what I'm saying, Necro, all those dudes that are, you know, doing their thing, and then cats from the West Coast, Mervs, like Hyro, those are all my peoples. Souls of Mischief, those are my peoples. Like,